Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and an old dirt road, and you're ready to go if you want to. Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today. Holiday Festival Edition. We are back home in Tennessee today. We are with Casey, and she's with Thompson Station Holiday Market. Casey, thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me. We're super excited.
Casey, give us a little background on you. Where'd you grow up? Talk a little bit about your family and career.
Yeah, so I grew up in Middle Tennessee around the Cookeville area and met my husband at Tennessee Tech there in Cookeville. And then we've moved around Williamson County for the last several decades. We have 4 kids. We live on a small farm just outside of College Grove in a small community called Bethesda. Which is actually just on the outskirts of Thompson Station, which is how we got involved with this event.
Good. And you have to move around a lot because the whiskey laws changed there in Tennessee, or no, I'm
Yeah.
so kidding. I'm so kidding. I got some buddies and we joke about that all the time. Very good. Very good. Okay. Well, let's jump into the holiday market. 3 questions that people always want to know when they're traveling and going to go in and experience something new. What does it look like? What does it smell like? And what does it sound like? Looks, that's obvious. Smells, I don't mean diapers. I mean food. What are they going to smell when they walk in the building? And then 3, what are they going to hear? Music, activities. We'll have you describe the environment. So let's go back to number 1. What are they going to see? Where is this and when is it? And what are they going to see when they walk in the door?
Yeah, so the holiday market is on December the 2nd from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Homestead Manor. Homestead Manor was a farm that was established back in 1819, so it's a historic property. The manor on the property was built shortly after, so still in the 1800s. It's a gorgeous property. It's actually a wedding venue most days, and we're going to have over 90 vendors so far, still growing our list. Live music from the Bill Renfrew Trio. They do a whole list of jazz and holiday music, tons of food trucks, lots of fun stuff. The church that manages the property is actually in their wedding venue. They have a barn that they use for indoor weddings. They're going to be hosting like a North Pole experience. So nice. Kids activities, photos with Santa, all kinds of stuff.
Perfect. Talk about your involvement with this, and how did you get involved with this? And we'll talk a little bit more about your passion.
Yeah, so I actually started out managing farmers markets in small communities. This holiday market has been managed by a couple other different entities before we came along. The property was sold, I believe, in 2018 or 2019 to the church. And before then, it was managed by a restaurant group. So when we took over the holiday market, we had actually just revitalized the Thompson Station Farmers Market a year prior in 2019. And then, of course, COVID happened in 2020. We were able to continue the farmers market because it was a safe place for farmers and community members to still get food. And so because we were able to do that successfully, we thought that continuing on this holiday market, bringing it back for ways to support other, small local people, makers, and the community, we thought that 2020 would be an excellent opportunity to bring that event back, bring it outside, and give people that local shopping experience.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's perfect. Okay, now smells. Let's talk food. People are going to want to know. They're just going to want to know more and more about the food. What can you tell them about the food?
So we have tons of baked goods. We have some people that are specifically doing old traditional holiday baked goods like figgy pudding. We have food trucks. We have about 10 different food trucks. We have an authentic tamale vendor, she's been with my event since the beginning and hands down the best tamales I've ever eaten. We have hibachi food truck. We've got tacos. We've got smoky dogs, brats, all the good festival food. We actually also have a food truck. The name is Nessa's British Delights.
Wow.
And so she brings some traditional English food to the market. We've got, of course, good old Southern barbecue.
Yep.
Cheesecakes, fudge, all the good holiday stuff.
Man, you got every possible smell that you can have in there. That is fantastic. Okay, now let's talk about what they're going to hear. Music. Do you have any live entertainment? Do you have DJs? Do you have karaoke? Do you have anything like going on like that?
We'll have a live band there. It's a 3 or 4 piece jazz band.
Oh, nice.
They're going to do a mix of some, traditional Christmas music, some jazz music, and he likes to throw in a little bit of rock in there too.
Yeah. You got to have a little Elvis Presley Jingle Bell Rock.
Right.
For sure. Absolutely. Very good. Okay. Best way for people to find out information on this. How do they get that info?
So on Facebook or Instagram, Thompson Station Farmers Market, there's event info there on social media.
Okay, very good. So I have a question for you. And this is just for my personal information. I'm in live music and live entertainment. I always just like to survey. So I want to know, what's the best concert you've ever seen, Casey?
So I've only been to 3, which is a tragedy. But I've been to see Jimmy Buffett twice.
You've only been to 3 concerts and you've seen Buffett twice. Tell me how that happened.
So my dad is a huge huge Buffett fan.
Yep.
And that was my first concert when I was a junior in high school. I got to see him at Starwood, which, if you know the Nashville area, Starwood doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
Which is also unfortunate. And then he came back to Ascend, which is another outdoor amphitheater. So we had to go back.
You had to go back. Okay, who was your third concert?
Leon Bridges.
Oh, okay,
Still good.
That's perfect. Okay, so dead or alive, you get to see one musical act again. Who would you want to see?
It'd have to be Jimmy Buffett.
Well, that would be good. That would be fantastic and quite the experience, and you would treasure it even more than you probably did the first one.
Right.
The first 2 as it goes through there. Very good. Very good. Well, Casey, thanks so much for being on this today. It was great. You guys have a wonderful event. It's going to be very well attended, I can tell you now, because you have so much food, and that's really what the world revolves around in the United States. So that's, if it's mood or food, music, and alcohol, you're not going to go wrong in either or 3 of those genres. So I appreciate it, Casey. Thanks for being on with us.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and an old dirt road.